Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Friends, great news. It's time for Saturday Morning React Toons. This time featuring Avatar The Last Airbender, Book 1, Chapter 12, The Storm. Now friends, with a title like The Storm, there's nothing to it but to do it. If you could do me a quick favor though and hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. It greatly helps out a small channel and it allows me to alert you next time it's time for Saturday Morning React Toons or any of our sci-fi fare. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to our Patreon is in the description. And if you're not a fan of Patreon, consider YouTube memberships. You'll get all of our episodes at least a day early. But my dear friends, all that is then and this is now. And what is now? Now it's time for Avatar The Last Airbender, Book 1, Chapter 12, The Storm. Prepare to engage maximum warp reaction. And away we go!
Have you forgotten what happened last time you dueled the master?
I will never forget.
Well, he took it to, what's his name? Mr. Shit Talker. It's a dream, because Momo's giant.
Gyatso?
Why did you disappear?
I didn't mean to.
Oh, wow. Did he run?
We need you, Aang. We need you. We need you, Aang. We need you.
I got chills.
What's going on? Did we get captured again?
I just had a bad dream. Go back to sleep.
Don't have to tell me twice.
Are you all right, Aang? I'm okay.
What's the chance of getting Aang a sleeping bag?
You guys want to hear about my dream?
No.
That's okay. I didn't want to talk about it anyway.
Well, we better smoothly fly ourselves to a market.
Look at that.
Also, Momo could talk. You said some very unkind things.
Oh, I think there's way more to Momo. I've said that before.
There is a storm coming.
Iroh.
A storm is approaching from the north. I suggest we alter our course and head southwest.
Awesome.
Prince Zuko, consider the safety of the crew.
The safety of the crew doesn't matter.
Well, what? Except for you.
Avatar is far more important than any individual's safety.
I like that doubling down.
He's just all worked up.
Don't defend him, Iroh.
Swishing means it's ripe. It's the ripe juices swishing around.
That is not true.
There's going to be a terrible storm.
Ah, you're crazy. It's a nice day. No clouds, no wind, no nothing. So quit your nagging, woman.
Jesus.
My joints say there's going to be a storm. A bad one.
Listen, if Iroh says there's going to be a storm...
Then I'll find a new fish hauler and pay him double what you get. How you like that?
I'll go.
You're hired.
You said get a job, and he's paying double.
Double? Who told you that nonsense?
You.
Looks like your uncle was right about the storm after all.
Lucky guess.
Lieutenant!
Lucky guess.
What do you know about respect?
Oh boy.
You don't care about anyone but yourself. Then again, what should I expect from a spoiled prince?
Oh boy.
Easy now.
Oh.
Enough.
Ah, did you see the move?
I'm sure after a bowl of noodles, everyone will feel much better.
Or we should focus on the huge storm.
I don't need your help keeping order on my ship.
Yes, you do. And you need to listen more to Iroh.
Airbender tattoos. Well, I'll be a hog monkey's uncle. You're the Avatar, ain't you?
That's right.
Wow.
The Avatar disappeared for 100 years. You turned your back on the world.
Don't yell at him. Aang would never turn his back on anyone.
He ran away. Oh, I bet she did.
Aang is the bravest person I know. He has done nothing but help people and save lives since I met him. It's not his fault he disappeared, right, Aang?
He ran.
They left without saying goodbye.
Your friends ain't too polite, are they?
Unlike you, buddy. I think that's him. I didn't want the responsibility. I ran away.
I don't want to talk about it.
It has to do with your dream, doesn't it? Talk to me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to get a little fire going.
Nice.
I'll never forget the day the monks told me I was the Avatar.
Oh, here we go.
I was trying to teach them how to do the air scooter. First, you form the ball. Then you gotta get on quick.
Oh, yeah! Okay, here goes.
Nice, nice, nice.
Where'd you learn that trick, Aang? I made it up. Wow!
Aang, come with us. We need to speak with you.
They all have the arrows too, and you all told me that's a designation of a master.
How do you know it's me?
We have known you were the Avatar for some time.
Those were some of my favorite toys when I was little.
You chose them from among thousands of toys, Aang. The toys you picked were the 4 Avatar relics.
Oh, wow.
Your own past lives.
I just chose them because they seemed fun.
You chose them because they were familiar.
They were familiar. Yeah.
I told you of your identity when you turned 16, but there are troubling signs. Storm clouds are gathering.
And he ran. Yeah, I mean, he's a kid. There's a reason why they wait to 16.
I mean, who does Zuko think he is?
Lieutenant?
Do you really want to know?
General Iroh. We were just...
It's okay. May I join you?
Of course, sir.
Iroh is so respected.
Prince Zuko, what's wrong?
I want to go into the war chamber, but the guard won't let me pass.
You're not missing anything.
Ha!
Very well. But you must promise not to speak. These old folks are a bit sensitive, you know.
Thank you, Uncle.
Iroh's looking out for him. I wonder if there's more to it than just their relationship.
So I am recommending the 41st Division.
But the 41st is entirely new recruits. How do you expect them to defeat a powerful Earth Kingdom battalion?
I don't.
He's gonna have him get slaughtered.
As a distraction while we mount an attack from the rear. What better to use as bait than fresh meat?
Jesus!
Those soldiers love and defend our nation. How can you betray them?
Zuko was right, you see. But it was not his place to speak out. And there were dire consequences.
So you were upset that you were the Avatar?
Oh, we're getting a double flashback.
So what? I can't play?
That's the only fair way.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Aang.
All right.
Now who wants to have Jinju on their team?
Was Jinju like Pigpen?
Very interesting move, young one.
What do you mean?
You're a cheater.
You're playing games with him? The Avatar should be training.
Aang has already trained enough for today. No, as long as I am his guardian, I will decide when he trains. And when he gets his butt kicked at Pai Sho.
He knows he's supposed to be a kid. There's a reason why they're 16 and not 12.
He said that Prince Zuko's challenge of the general was an act of complete disrespect. When he turned to face his opponent, he was surprised to see it was not the general. It was the Fire Lord whom he had disrespected.
We're not going to get a chance to see him.
He needs to grow up as a normal boy.
You cannot keep protecting him from his destiny.
But you are letting your affection for the boy cloud your judgment.
All I want is what is best for him.
But what we need is what's best for the world.
You gotta take it slow. You're 4 years early with this stuff.
Must be separated. The Avatar will be sent away to the Eastern Air Temple to complete his training.
He ran. That makes sense, though. He's a kid.
You have a right to be angry after the monks sent you away like that.
Yeah.
Well, that's not exactly what happened.
He ran away, everybody.
Aang, I'm not going to let them take you away from me. Aang?
Oh, you never heard that. Wow.
Next thing I knew, I was waking up in your arms after you found me in the iceberg.
That was instinctual. He went into that Avatar, like, trance.
You don't know what would have...
The world needed me and I wasn't there to help.
Aang.
The fisherman was right. I did turn my back on the world.
You're a kid.
If you had stayed, you would have been killed along with
Yeah.
all the other airbenders.
You don't know that.
I know it's meant to be this way.
You know they overpowered that air temple. We saw how many of them were by Monkiatsu whenever he went down. They sent a ton.
Please, Father. I only had the Fire Nation's best interest at heart. I'm sorry I spoke out of turn.
You will fight for your honor.
Oh, boy.
You will learn respect, and suffering will be your teacher.
Aw, kid.
I looked away.
Oh, there's some bloodthirsty people in that group.
After the duel, the Fire Lord said that by refusing to fight, Zuko had shown shameful weakness. He was banished and sent to capture the Avatar. Only then could he return with his honor. Things will never return to normal. But the important thing is, the Avatar gives Zuko hope.
Man, oh man. I didn't realize how badly scarred that was, actually. You can tell in relation to the symmetry of the other eye.
They haven't returned. They should have been back by now. And this storm is becoming a typhoon. They're caught out at sea.
I'm going to find them.
I'm going with you.
I'm staying here.
The hell with them.
We'll be back soon. I promise.
She's like, whatever, I'm warm.
The helpmen!
Go, Zuko. He redirected a lightning bolt? We're going through it. Nice.
The Avatar!
What do you want to do, sir?
Sir.
Let him go. We need to get this ship to safety.
Then we must head directly into the eye of the storm.
Oh, that boat's not going to make it. Leave the boat. It's getting swamped. Water.
Hang on to the rope!
Oh, it's so cool. Oh. Oh my God! Come on, Aang, it's up to you, buddy. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Get him, kid.
Uncle, I'm sorry.
Your apology is accepted.
Man, thank God for Iroh. I think Iroh has done this kid. He seemed to have great instincts in the flashback anyway, as far as being, like, compassionate. Look at this. Awesome.
Katara, I think you were right before. I'm done dwelling on the past.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm here now and I'm going to make the most of it.
I don't think you're gonna have those nightmares anymore.
Do you hear that? It stopped raining.
Would you look at that? Nice. All right, everybody, we just finished watching Avatar The Last Airbender, Book 1, Chapter 12, The Storm. And the only thing left to do is talk about it. All right, everybody, we just finished The Storm, the 12th chapter of the very first book of Avatar The Last Airbender. Great backstory on this one. Focusing on that specifically, we finally have the confirmation, really, that Aang did in fact run away, which is exactly what he should have done. I mean, he was a kid. Everything, his entire life had changed. He was still at the air temple, but they were going to send him away. He couldn't play with his friends. Monkiatsu was, going to be taken from him. Everything he knew was going to change. So, of course, I mean, it's really, of all of the potential options, I think that this one was the most realistic for him. Had he stayed and said, oh, well, just soldier through this. That's not a 12-year-old's reaction. That's not somebody that just was told that they're the Avatar. That's not their reaction. And again, we were also informed that normally they tell, or, I guess the different sequential, whether it be fire, earth, water, and then air, The Avatar is told they're the Avatar at 16. Well, that's 4 years removed from where they did, where they were told Aang because they were worried about what was happening. The problem with that is not that 16 is ancient by any stretch of the imagination, but we actually can see the differences between Zuko at a younger age. I'm not sure he was 12 in that one. And then he's like 16, 17 now, I think you all told me. So there's definite changes in between there that not necessarily strengthen an individual, but it gives you more of an awareness, more of an outlook, more of a ability to discern exactly what's going on, and an ability to understand the elders whenever they're presenting him with this thing. All he could hear was Avatar change. Nothing's the same. I'm sad. And that was basically what he was dealing with when he ran away. So it makes a ton of sense. I hate the idea that he has to carry that guilt around with him, that, the fisherman provided him with the idea that had he been there, he could have stopped all these terrible things from happening. Aang is not stupid by any stretch of the imagination, nor is he aloof, where he wouldn't have thought about any of this stuff. I'm sure that, again, we saw at the very top of the episode, the dream. He's been having those. They said he's been having those. And this is a 12-year-old kid with literally the weight of the world on his shoulders. He has just come back into a world that has dramatically changed everything that he knows, with the exception of Boomy, and for the most part, no longer there. All of the friendly faces that he met as a child are gone. And so, of course, this is just a tremendous amount of responsibility to be put on this kid's shoulders. I mean, thank God for Katara and Sokka, because they do a lot to diffuse that. They do a lot to allow him to be a kid. Like Monk Gyatso said, he needs a chance to be a kid. And they are still kind of embracing that because they are kids themselves. And so it lends a really interesting additional sort of perspective on the group that we are watching. Again, we are always reminded they're kids, they make mistakes, they have great successes, great failures, but they're learning. They're gaining experience. But the best thing about all of this is they're still children. They still allow themselves to be children. They play whenever they have a chance to. They argue. They get into these scrapes that, if there were like an adult present, could maybe like forcibly correct them. And by forcibly, I just mean like, hey, enough of this comedic banter, enough of these shenanigans, everybody. Act your age or act older than your age, which I think would have really, really diffused from the entertainment of the entire show and story. In exact contrast to all of that, we have Zuko, who, by all representations, we have nothing, there's absolutely nothing in Iroh that would speak of him lying about his nephew. I think that this was something that he recognized that, they say it in sports a lot of times, that the coach loses the locker room, where, the team says, we don't respect this guy. He's not thinking of us, whatever it would happen to be, but they lose the locker room. They lose the respect of those that they're commanding. And Iroh saw that happening. And so he made it a point to be able to go down into the engine room and let them all know, hey, you know how he got that scar on his face? Yeah, it wasn't because, they all thought it was a training accident, or it wasn't because, he's a bit of an asshole. No. He was standing up for the fact that they wanted to send these raw recruits into a meat grinder. And he expressed a very understandable, opposition to that. They love our nation as much as we do. Why the hell would you be doing that? So again, in learning that, and in learning what punishment he received from that little outburst, or that, standing up for his own principles and standing up for those of, who are going to be sent to their deaths, we had a great realization and a revelation for Zuko. And again, Iroh's compliment to him is something that you could say that Aang needs somebody like that, but I would argue that Aang needs who we have in Sokka and Katara more so than he does. He had that in Monk Gyatso, and now he needs to be a kid as he's growing and learning. While Zuko needs to have the opposite of that. He needs to have reinforcement, support, love from an elder and an adult figure, because there's no way that Zuko's not feeling abandonment issues. He has to be. I mean, his father basically disfigured him and then cast him out to do what was essentially an impossible task. They gave him a Herculean task to do: find the Avatar. No one's seen him in 100 years. Good luck. And if you find him, then maybe you can come back, which I'm sure is all bullshit. He was basically telling him to do something that was completely impossible to accomplish, in the hopes basically that you're never going to see your son again. Oh boy. So again, everybody has their appropriate companions. And I couldn't like Iroh anymore. You all have said that, he's way more than his appearance. We have again another example of that where he redirects a lightning bolt away from the ship, and I'm not even sure anybody saw that, because he kind of looked around when it was done, and you could see that he was like, that was almost too much power. Like he could see, he had a moment like, yeah, that was probably my red line. I need to, okay, mental note, safety tip. I max out at lightning bolts. But it's such a good show that always keeps its characters in play, as far as not giving them any like a massive jump forward in advancement of their character. Just all of a sudden they mature beyond their years. This is the absolute epitome and definition of a slow burn. We are watching over these weeks and months, I'm even not sure how long we've gone actually, where these kids are growing and learning, and they're continuing to make these mistakes, but they're learning together. And again, we're seeing this evolution too inside of Zuko, who, while he might not have, and it might not be as profound an evolution as what we're experiencing, because now I think that he always felt that way, and he's just created, as he was scarred by his father, he's created a sort of a shield against all of that, a potential emotional scarring. So he keeps himself walled off. But we see when push comes to shove, he was climbing that ladder to get to the helmsman. I love that. And I mean, and all of his soldiers saw that, all of his sailors saw that too. And they realized that whatever they had believed with that act and what Iroh said, they do in fact have somebody that they can follow. Friends, it's a great show. If you could do me a favor, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. It greatly helps out a small channel and allows me to alert you next time it's time for Avatar or any of our sci-fi fare. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to our Patreon is in the description. And if you're not a fan of Patreon, consider YouTube memberships. You'll get all of our episodes at least a day early. Oh, but my dear, dear friends, all that is then and this is now, and now, unfortunately, it's time to say goodbye from this chapter of Avatar The Last Airbender, that chapter being 12 of the very first book, this one called The Storm. But friends, as the Greek chorus, somebody that watches and shares the story of Avatar with others that haven't seen it, we do God's work in continuing the expansion of the narrative. And so, friends, being vitally important to that narrative, we, as a reward, get to jump back into the episode that we watched and say goodbye from a favored scene. But I'm shifting things up a little bit, my friends, because I always remember the immortal words of Fred Rogers, who said, let's take a minute and think only of this person that helped us out in life. And we saw examples of that right now. We have Monk Gyatso, we had Kitara, we have Sokka, and we have Iroh on the side of Zuko. So friends, I hope to God we all have somebody like that we can think of, an old teacher or a friend or somebody that might have escaped us for a while, but somebody that helped us become who we are today, someone that we can be proud to have known. And those are the memories that we need to cast back, just as Aang has to, just as Zuko has to. We too do that, friends. And as we think of those that guided us to the point where we are right now, I will simply say this: I cannot wait to read another chapter with you. Until such time, Vulcan roll, and I'll see you.